Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing what could be my second last Q&A video leading up to the mid-season finale of The Walking Dead Season 6. First question for today is from Jon Snow Rules. I love the name. It's an awesome name. It says, hey Trev, awesome channel, by the way. I have a question for you, Walking Dead Q&A. When do you think we will get the Whisperers storyline? Assuming the Savior's story starts in Season 6 finale and goes to the end of Season 7. Then we have all of Season 8 being all-out war, with the first half of Season 8 being Part 1 and the second half being Part 2. The first half of Season 9 being the New Beginning storyline. I think if it goes like this, then we should first get introduced to the Whisperers in Episode 9 of Season 9, also the mid-season premiere of that season. I wanted to hear your thoughts on when you think that group will appear. I'm very excited to see Negan's group first, but the Whisperers will be epic as hell on television as well. Especially, okay, I think he means like they'll be even more epic on television than they are in the comic book series, and I agree with you. Any new subscribers to the channel who don't know what we're talking about, the Whisperers are a group of villains later on in the series that we run into in the comic book series currently, led by a character named Alpha. I've done Who Is videos in the channel explaining my thoughts on the Whisperers. They are super badass. Their gimmick is this: they like to wear the skins of zombies to blend in with zombies, so you can't tell if, you know, a character or someone is a zombie or is a Whisperer in kind of zombie disguise. They take the guts trick from earlier on in The Walking Dead to the next level. They just take it further. They're an awesome group. And by the way, there's a figure of Alpha on WalkingDead.com right now. So anybody who's interested in that, you can check that out. Skybound.com, Robert Kirkman's company, Skybound. I like the name. I've always liked the name Skybound. I think it's interesting. You know, kind of like one of those reach for the stars type thing. But it's comic booky too. So Skybound, you know, it's got flying and stuff, invincible and that. So that's fun. It's also fun too that The Walking Dead became Kirkman's big thing. I bet he thought Invincible was going to be bigger than The Walking Dead. I bet he did. I haven't heard that. I haven't heard his thoughts on, prior to making The Walking Dead and Invincible, what he thought would be more popular. But I bet you any money he probably thought Invincible would be his hit, and it wasn't. The Walking Dead is, obviously. Well, Invincible's a hit too, but The Walking Dead's worldwide and all that stuff. A lot of people don't know what Invincible is. So that's not a knock against Invincible. I like that series too. I've read quite a bit of it as well myself, and if I had more time, I'd probably pick up the rest, subscribe to it and all that stuff, and pick up the trades, because Invincible is awesome. Maybe something to do during the off-season. Another comic book series with him. But anyway, Skybound.com, Black Friday, they have a sale. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way, to everybody in the U.S., yeah, for, you know, Black Friday and all that stuff. Thanksgiving, awesome. Thanks for giving and everything. Yeah. So Skybound.com has an exclusive edition of Alpha, the leader of the Whisperers. Looks amazing figure. I was looking at it like, I want to get it. I don't know. I think I'm going to hold off. But it looks really, really cool. Really cool figure. So I'm jealous of anybody who does buy that. So anyway, but to answer your question, John, man, you're right. The Whisperers are going to be epic as hell to see in the TV series. I think you can do the math. I think 3 trades per season is a legit formula to go by, unless they decide they want to extend out that time skip. There's a time skip in the comic book series where a couple years pass, and then the Whisperers come in after that, after a new beginning. So I'm thinking they probably in the TV series are going to use that to their advantage, and I figure the time skip will probably turn into a season. If they miss that opportunity to turn in the time skip into a season, then I feel like they're going to regret it, because then they might catch up to the comic book series faster than they should. If they do it well, 3 trades per year, maybe once in a while do 2 trades per year, probably looking at Season 10, Season 11. I got to look at the numbers and do the math, but I'm just doing this off the top of my head. But I would think somewhere around, you're probably right, Season 9, 10, 11, maybe 12, something like that, if they use it properly, which actually I kind of want. I want them to do it right, because I don't want them to burn through the comic book storyline too fast, even though it's so exciting to see it and so much fun to see Negan and these characters come in as soon as possible. But I also want the series to last a long time. And if they burn through the content too fast and it catches up and stuff like that, then it could get a bit messy. But I think they've got it mapped out for a while. They've got it planned out for long term, like the Season 20, I heard. So in an article a while ago. I did a video on that one a while ago. Next question, but great question from you, Jon Snow. And I hope you watched the video yesterday I did about the poster. It's awesome for Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones, so man, I look forward to Game of Thrones so much. It's so great. It takes the sting off The Walking Dead ending. The Walking Dead ends, and then then Game of Thrones starts. So I'm not nearly as depressed as I would be when The Walking Dead ends for the year, because Game of Thrones is like, hey, it's okay. We got you covered. You're good, at least for another 10 weeks with a break, maybe 11 weeks, and then you can go to being depressed during the summer because you're a weirdo. Next one's from Joe Stuckey, and he says, hey, Trev, hope you're doing well. Due to the fact that there was only one episode of The Walking Dead left this year, sad face, absolutely sad face, Joe. Anyways, I have a question for your Q&A, man. Do you think Tobin will survive in this episode? He's getting more lines, as we saw in episode 7. Yeah, he was right near that spot too, right? But just like we saw with Axel in season 3, once a character starts to get more lines, they're killed off afterwards. Sometimes that's the case. You're right. Oscar never really did. T-Dog, not really. Sure missed the way he used to stand around in the background. It's like best line ever was like, hey, Randall, governor called. It's like his best line in the whole show. They kill him off. What do you think will be Tobin's fate? As always, thanks for the awesome channel, man. Love what you do here. Thanks, brother. If he doesn't get killed by the tower, like landing on him, here's the deal, all right? The whole damn episode is spoiled. You can find out everything about the episode. It's online. I am avoiding it. I'm trying to avoid it. I've seen stuff in comments. I haven't seen anybody talk about Tobin, but he's like at the front of that shit. If he doesn't get crushed by the tower, he's a bigger guy, so he may not be able to run that quickly because he's bigger guys tend to be a little slower. If you're talking like a 300-pound guy versus 200 pounds, a lot of times they can be, you're lighter, you're faster, you can move faster, that type of deal. He's a big guy, so maybe he'll get stuck or crushed or eaten by zombies when they come right in, and he's going to be, oh shit, But he seems like a pretty cool guy, so I hope that he does survive, but it seems like he'll probably be killed off pretty soon, maybe in a similar fate. I don't want to mention what happens in the comic book series to him, but yeah, probably soon. We'll see. Next question is from Hi. And Hi says, a great name, Hi. Just H-I, Hi. Hey, Trev, now you screwed it up. Your name is Hi, but you said, hey, Trev. You're supposed to say hi, Trev, just to make it fun. You better remember for next time. I am a long-time viewer of your videos, and I think you do a great job. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate you thinking that. The trolls don't see things the same way you do. I just wanted to point out something cool. Recently, I was checking out a Georgia map, and I noticed a small town outside of Macon named Eastman. Sound familiar? That's cool, man. I've never looked at Georgia maps of Georgia. I have never really looked at them, but that's cool. So there's actually a place named a small town named Eastman. That's funny. So of course, anybody who's out of the loop right now, Eastman is the name of the character, the cheesemaker that trained Morgan in his awesome bow fighting skills. So his stick fighting skills, as AMC would put it. So that's fun. Somebody else mentioned too that Morgan was trained by a Ninja Turtle, and Kevin Eastman is one of the creators, and Peter Laird, creators of the Ninja Turtles. So maybe they chose that name because Kevin Eastman, Ninja Turtles, turtle trained, turtle power. There's a tortoise in the episode. Enid eats. I still hate Enid for eating that tortoise. Yeah, I actually have Ninja Turtle figures right there. They're right there. I would show you, but this is the way I can't turn it. But they're right there. They're pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, I love me some turtles. Okay, but yeah, that's cool, man. I never noticed that, and I'd be interested to see where they picked the name from. If it was the town, or if it was maybe just kind of came to mind. It could be. What's that called in the mind, in the brain? Because you get the neural connections that are close to each other. The brain sorts things based on likeness, so or like related, right? So it could be related. Like Morgan, what are we going to call this character who's trained by Ninja Turtle? Eastman. There you go. Because it's like a web. It's meshed together. For example, you can do psychological studies in this too. For example, if you say like things that are related to each other, if you have words in order, people will read them faster than if you have words that are totally like have no association. Like you go baseball bat, tomato, green or something. Or if you went, Rick, Shane, Carl, you'd probably, if you're a Walking Dead fan anyway, you'd read them all faster. At least in most cases anyway. I've seen stuff like that. But anyway, everything's arguable, right? Everybody wants to. That's the thing about online. If you want to get into a good argument, just hop on YouTube comments, man. You find yourself some good arguments. Next one's from Tyrese Williams. His picture is of Tyrese. But anyway. Hey, Trev. Love your videos. Keep it up. I was confused about something that I'm hoping you can talk about in Q&A. In the comic books, Nicholas has a son named Mikey, and see, there's another Ninja Turtle name. Mikey. I love it. And in the show, I'm unsure if the Mikey who was introduced in Season 5, Episode 12, is Nicholas's son. Has there been confirmation that TV series Mikey is Nicholas's son or what? Just a bit confused and hope you can give your thoughts on this. Keep up the phenomenal work on your videos. I'm just copy-pasting these guys. I'm not adding on the stuff at the end. That's from you guys. So thanks, Tyrese. It's probably not your real name. Mr. Williams. Let's go with that. So Nicholas's son, Mikey. I've seen a few comments about this. In the Wikia, Mikey is listed as Nicholas's son, but we haven't seen him for a while. He's listed as a survivor right now. So will we see him in No Way Out? I don't know. Where's Nicholas? Where's his mom? I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. They certainly never show that side of Nicholas, that he kind of has his own, he has his own family and stuff and make him likable in terms of that way. But you can understand why they wouldn't if they went the route they did, which is to have him kind of be a Glenn type, almost like a Glenn villain, sort of, because they fight each other in the end. He almost kills Glenn with the 3 zombies that come on to Glenn, and that didn't sound right. They go to kill Glenn, and then all that good stuff happens with Nicholas. So yeah, I think because it didn't serve the story, they pushed him into the background. Sure, he's got. He's been T-dogged, so to speak. He's been T-dogged, so he's been pushed. The governor called, right? He's been pushed in the background. Next one's from GRST Jalam Moore, and here she says, "Hey Trev, what's your favorite scene in The Walking Dead? Mine is when Rick told Daryl that they're brothers." Aw, I added in the "ah" part. So cute. I don't know. My all-time favorite scene. I'm going to go the opposite way. You're all like, oh, I like the happy-go-lucky fun stuff when they tell each other they love each other, and their brothers and their family and all this stuff, and hashtag TWD family and all this weird stuff. My favorite scene of all time, now this shows how messed up I am, is when Lori dies. And Rick finds out, and he's all like destroyed and everything, and he Andrew Lincoln has like his best acting ever, and he just loses his damn mind and everything. And then there's some scenes after he gets it, the accent comes in and he starts seeing stuff, and I see stuff and things. So I got stuff to Rick, get back here. So my favorite scene would have to be that one. The comic book series, I read it in the comic book series first. I didn't expect to see it there in the TV series, and it happened that way. And, I think in retrospect, that has to be my favorite scene ever. I mean, there's some others. I've done top 10 lists I'd have to look at because there's so many good ones. You got the Daryl when he finds Merle. That's awesome. When Daryl finds Merle. And he's chomping down on Ben, was it? And then he gives the Daryl face. I've seen that in so many memes over the years. The squinty Norman Reedus. He can't help. He just knows. All he knows how to do is be a badass. He doesn't know how to be sensitive. Well, okay, he does. I mean, I'm just kidding. I'm being stupid. But I'm in a goofy mood today. But I would say my favorite scene is when Rick finds out Lori's dead. Let's do one more. This one's from Llama, and he says, nice name, man. "I hated how they handled the wolves. They hyped them up for a whole half season for them, all to die in one episode. That would be like Negan dying in the finale." It wouldn't be that bad, Llama. Come on, brother. I mean, it's not, it's not. Your name reminds me of Napoleon Dynamite when he has a llama and he throws the food at it. It's your food. He throws the food. Oh, I love Napoleon Dynamite. Bow hunting. Chicks only hunt guys that have great skills. Bow hunting skills, nunchuck skills. Another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reference on the top of my head. Nunchuck skills, bow hunting skills. So yeah, man, that's why I thought we were going to see more wolves, but we haven't seen more wolves, man. We've seen dogs, we've seen, one episode with the wolves, and that's it. So I'm hoping they're going to show up out of nowhere. Again, I don't know about spoilers. I'm trying to stay out of it. So those of you who know the spoilers and stuff, you'll be like, oh, that doesn't happen, Trev. I know for a fact, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, well, that's good for you, man, Mr. Spoiler Reader. I'm trying to just stay out of that stuff so I can enjoy the show. And, you're not helping anyway. You're kind of ruining it for me half the time now anyway. More than half nowadays, pretty much all the time. Sometimes I get surprised. But anyway, okay, so the wolves, yeah, they did hype them up for a long time just to be killed off in one episode. So I don't think they're totally, maybe the alpha wolf will be something, like they'll use him for something and it'll be something big. Either he'll kill somebody big or he'll be involved in some shit and it'll be something. So, but I hope they're not done totally yet either, Llama. I'm with you, brother. And I hope you're right about that. And we'll do one last one. Last one's from Trident the Fan. Hey, Trev, do you think we'll see more flashback episodes in the second half of the season? No, I don't think so. There was the Morgan flashback, which, to be honest, it was good, but it wasn't. Some people liked it a lot, but it was good. It was decent. I expect to be a little bit better than it actually was, but my expectations for The Walking Dead are pretty high sometimes, considering we get some episodes like No Sanctuary and Thank You and stuff like that. So yeah, but no, I haven't heard anything, and I don't think we're going to see any flashbacks for a while. That might be the last flashback we'll see in a long time, unless it's like a villain flashback or something like Negan's Saviors or something. Because otherwise, who would they do a flashback for? There's Morgan. We know his backstory now. He's had his time. I don't know. I can't think of anybody. So, yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. If you have any final questions, I could do one more tomorrow. I might be able to. So, send me what you got. Doesn't matter if they're random and stuff. Yeah, just send me whatever you guys got. And if we got enough there, we'll do another video tomorrow talking prior to the mid-season finale. Can't wait to see the mid-season finale. Enjoy the hell out of it, guys. I wish you a great viewing experience. I hope you have a lot of fun watching it and you get really hyped and that nobody spoils the big deaths for you if they haven't been spoiled already. So you guys in the comments, if you know what's going on, please spoiler tag or keep it to yourself. That's it for this video, guys. If you liked it, go ahead and thumb it up below. Don't forget to thumb up. If you want to share, if you want to favorite, and you want to subscribe, I think it's advisable. It's a good idea. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you again real soon. As always, it's Trev saying peace later. See you guys. Bye.